Hey posers, today I want to talk to you about living God, living legend Paul Krugman, my hero, my second hero. Kane's is obviously number one, but Krugman's following in his footsteps perfectly. He wrote on his New York Times blog that he called it the neo-Keynesian counter revolution wonkish. And the point of it was to talk about what's going on in neo-Keynesian economics, and I have to say that there's some really important points that he mentioned in it. Basically, he's talking about how Republicans have been completely irresponsible. They've deregulated everything. They cut taxes and government spending's down, and yet, clearly, these are not the answers. Also, they expect us to just wait patiently and things will just fix themselves with the invisible hand in the market. I'm supposed to believe Adam Smith and Ricardo and that just everything will just fix itself. It takes government to fix every problem created by government. And I know that sounds like a bit of a, circuitous paradigm shift, but the circular logic is imperative to understand the problem, because if we don't have government initially creating problems, how are we going to have it there to solve it? And if we don't create that scenario where the government comes in and creates a problem, who's going to solve it? So otherwise the private sector would come in and I can't have that. That's not good. I'm not sure why, but Krugman doesn't think that it's good. So, I don't. And, Kane certainly didn't, because that's why we needed, all of those, government programs that, put people back to work during the Great Depression. If the government hadn't created the Great Depression to begin with, then who would be there to solve it? You know what I mean? So, I just like to say that paying homage to the confidence fairy, animal spirits, and Ricardo and Adam Smith to just justify things in the long run, it just sounds like a Tea Party mistake to me. And I just want to pay homage to the master, the living legend, Paul Krugman, for really picking out about how there's clearly this counter revolution going on in Keynesian economics right now, and that macroeconomics is really undergoing this amazing change, and things are looking up. I mean, income inequality is at all-time lows, but if we just stopped Republicans from doing anything ever again, we'd probably be in pretty good shape. So I welcome you to put your comments underneath here. I mean, some of you are going to be posers and haters, but I'm sure some of you actually know what you're talking about. So you read Paul Krugman's blog like I do. So, I want to hear what some of you have to say. The rest of you probably be posers and haters, but that's fine. I'll totally put up with it. Whatever. As long as the truth and it comes out and I meet some other people who can help me confirm my biases, I'll be happy. So that's what the whole point of this blog is about. So just get at me and hit me up and let me know what you think about Paul Krugman and the neo-paleo Keynesian counter revolution.